Well, the Rivals three-stripe camp here in Orlando has wrapped up. Hi, everybody. Greg Peterson alongside Nate Clouse, as usual, for HuskerOnline.com. And, Nate, we got a chance to look at quite a few Husker hopefuls here, some prospects that Nebraska's already offered and stuff. One kid that we're very familiar with, we've been covering for the last 3 years, Cam Coleman, the wide receiver from St. Louis, who's now at IMG Academy, and he had a heck of a day.
Yeah, Cam Coleman is a player that Nebraska's been on since he was a sophomore in high school. Obviously, he started out in St. Louis, is now at Bradenton, IMG Academy, and really he's progressed quite a bit. I mean, he's grown. He's really filled out quite a bit, and with his family being in Florida and everything, he was really looking to make a name for himself today, and I think he did that. Overall, very consistent day. Still has the quicks and the hands that Nebraska originally offered him off of, and we'll see him probably on campus for the spring game here in April.
And we also got to look at a couple of young offensive linemen that Nebraska is also interested in.
Yeah, Jalen Rivers is a player that just kind of came on the radar not too long ago. Cesar Reyes is another 2020 offensive lineman that Nebraska has offered. And both these guys had outstanding days. For underclassmen today in a one-on-one setting against some really explosive defensive ends, I thought both of these players performed very well and are going to continue to be guys that add a lot of offers and that Nebraska is going to be recruiting for quite a long time.
And another position in need for the Huskers, defensive line, specifically defensive end, some pass rushing talent. We got to look at two guys today that really opened up our eyes.
Yeah, Lloyd Summerall is just kind of a freak of nature. He's 6'5", 6'6", big old long arms, and this kid is going to be, I mean, he's racked up a ton of offers. Nebraska originally offered him at Central Florida, and now he's got basically everybody from Miami to Florida State, Georgia, Ohio State has really come in on him. So, but I think that with Nebraska kind of being in on the ground floor, he still has some interest in the Huskers there, so he's going to be one to watch. And then Chantz Williams out of Oakleaf is another impressive kid. It kind of fits that mold of being a defensive end or an outside linebacker, and I think could do either. It all kind of depends on how he develops here over the next year or so. And another player that has a Nebraska offer and is interested in the Huskers. So we'll see what happens there. But really, overall today, I thought it was a very balanced camp. You had a good offensive line group, good defensive line group. Skill positions were obviously talented as well. So not really one group that was out of balance from another.
And so that's going to wrap it up here from sunny Florida. For Nate Clouse, I'm Greg Peterson for HuskerOnline.com.